Hello, this is Brian Rezny, President of Rezny Wealth Management, bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment markets. Of course, we're at record highs in general with the U.S. stock market. Things are good year to date. We're seeing about an 8% gain in the major indices within the U.S. And a lot of that, by the way, occurred really in probably the last 6 to 8 weeks. The first half of 2018 was, generally speaking, only up about 1.5%, but we're seeing a surge now in general. Expect more volatility. Nothing goes straight up. And one of the things I try to educate every single client about is this. Just like 2018, every single month your account does not go up. You might have 9 months of the year where your account basically is flat or goes down 2% overall, and then surges back up, or vice versa. So what we're seeing right now is really some of the benefits that was announced yesterday on trade. We have actual trade agreement with Mexico. The NAFTA deal between Canada and Mexico and us is going to be null and void. These are positives for the U.S. economy and the U.S. worker and everybody in the U.S. So the trade deal with Mexico is number one. There's talks right now with the European Union to work on deals there. We're also obviously will be in negotiations eventually with Canada. Fair trade around the world is exactly what this president said he was going to do, and that means no tariffs and free trade across lines. These are positives for our economy. Remember, as I've said before, these other countries need us way more than we need them. Some of the early volatility of the first half of this year was because of trade. So while the market did decent in the first part of January, lost all those gains essentially in February and March, and really kind of ended the quarter flat or down a little bit. Then we had more volatility in the second quarter of this year, and now we're into essentially the third quarter, and things are actually net positive. It's not green pastures ahead completely. Again, volatility will happen. But I do anticipate the second half of this year to be better than the first half. Earnings are net positive, well over 18 to 20%. We're seeing revenue growth, which is positive. Rules and regulations that are being cut back, unneeded rules and regulations by the Trump administration, are creating a very positive U.S. economy. Corporate tax restructuring by the government and personal tax restructuring is helping the consumer. These, again, are all net positives. We are doing quite well as a country, and in fact, as I said before, I think we're going to be close to a 3% annualized GDP growth this year, and potentially we should be there for next year or maybe even better. All the policies that are being put in place in the last, let's say, 6 to 12 months are just starting to see the fruits of the labor. We're starting to see these positives. So again, I expect more good to come, hopefully for years. But as always, we do a lot of research at our firm daily, not only about the economy, earnings, the economies of the world, and recession. And there could be a point, whether it's in 6 months or in 6 years, that we're going to have to change direction and start to get defensive within our client portfolios. We don't see recessions currently, but that again can change sometime in the future. That's what you pay us for. As always, if you're a client of our firm and you have any questions, please give us a call. We love to talk to our clients all the time. We do have 2 client luncheons coming up in September. We will be having a big client event in November, which we'll be announcing shortly. And as always, we appreciate your business, your trust, and your referrals. So if you do have a friend or family member or business acquaintance that need a real fiduciary money management firm, we always appreciate the referrals you give us. Have yourself a safe and profitable day.